disruptive innovation and the difficulty for an entity to change their legacy's way of doing. One of the points Salim Ismail talked about, which for me was very important, was when new generations come and try to update the way of doing things on a corporation that has been doing the same for many years. Most of the times, if not all, they're shut down. This does not let a corporation progress to the speed of the actuality necessary, and this results in the corporation becoming a dinosaur. That's why it's necessary in the modern world to update the immune system, so to say, so that it doesn't kill new ideas from within and lets them progress, but in a different way, or in a different cell, otherwise known as XO, allowing a new paradigm to evolve and possibly in the future for that cell to overgrow the previous way of doing things. Like in the example of the camera, they fixed the problem of not being able to take as many pictures due to costs and created a new one of too many pictures and not being able to find the one that you're looking for. All the previous problems of how can we reduce costs, how to take the perfect picture so you wouldn't have to pay for more than you need to, etc., are essentially eliminated because now you have the problem of excess amount of photos. So stop trying to solve for previous problems and fix the new ones that have a reason. Self-explanatory, so take advantage of it. When exponential growth is involved, it's important to not stick to the actuality of things, but rather look towards the future. What will be more important 10 years from today in this specific sector? It's true. For instance, you can't have $1 million idea on how you're going to create a diver suit that lets you go underwater without a tank for as many hours as you want and live in a small town in Arkansas and expect people to be on board with your idea or even support you. You need to live in strategic locations depending on what you want to achieve, and as Salim says, Silicon Valley is haven for technological entrepreneurship. Before, the way companies did things was always the same throughout the years and things would never change or change minimally. Now with EXO cells, companies put teams with crazy ideas and way of doing things at the edge of the company, separate from the mothership, and let them grow naturally from there. It's an update in the immune system which allows new room for innovation. Previously, companies would take time to adapt to the outside world. Now, with exponential organizations that leverage accelerating technologies, they grow faster, bigger, and cheaper than its competition because it has massive transformative purposes and scales as quickly as tech does.
Salim Ismail is the best-selling author of Exponential Organizations. He is the former head of innovation at Yahoo and founder of Silicon Valley Innovation Hub at Singularity University. He's also a technology entrepreneur who built and sold his company to Google. Ismail now runs OpenEXO, a global community of more than 2,000 coaches, investors, consultants, and innovation experts who provide training to certify other people in this model. Rather than increasing human capital or physical assets, the most successful 21st century companies leverage information and technology to achieve rapid expansion in pursuit of a massive transformational purpose. In doing so, they are able to positively impact on people and scale their business strategies, culture, organizational frameworks, and purpose at the same rate as the technology, one that follows an exponential curve. The MTP is your why. It's what motivates you, why you get up in the morning, and why your organization exists. It's what drives a community who share the same vision around you. It's a higher aspirational purpose, and it's about thinking big. Radical transformation is its main goal, and some examples of great MTPs include Boston Children's Hospital, Best Friends Animal Rescue, TED, and Google. These are big, ambitious, grand challenges and the directional North Star for their respective organizations. Our world today needs to be optimized for agility, flexibility, adaptability, and speed, and the old organization structure doesn't deal with this. There's a completely new business model emerging that we've never seen before called exponential organizations, supported by a slew of new technologies offering higher growth rates at lower costs. This basically means that your business grows a minimum 10 times better, faster, and cheaper than your competitors and your colleagues in that same space, and scales as quickly as tech does.
Salim Ismail mentions the exponential growth. He talks about all these experts in the domain that go linear. They can't picture a bigger exponential curve in their companies and this new technology shown. Nowadays, companies have more competition. Since technology has become more affordable every day, it can be accessed by people all around the world. And because of that, you have to update your leadership. The minute the metabolism of your company is lower than the outside world, you are dead. And in a world that's set for rapid changes, it's easy to be left behind. She also quoted David Rose, with any company designed for success in the 20th centuries is doomed to failure in the 21st. Why? Because companies back in the days had a structure designed for efficiency and predictability. But the world today needs a structure that can be optimized and flexible. This makes it easier for customers to purchase your products or services.
The juxtaposition between what it is and what it will be is the fuel for the heart's aching change, since innovation is not really newness but the old improved. Disruptive thinking is changing traditions, sometimes even erasing them, making us cross the line and think about unreplaceable stuff as unnecessary, like market research when launching a business. Not only impacting us from a habit point of view, but on how we behave towards others. Accessibility has made technology touchable and affordable to everyone, without stopping the thought of what's in it for me. The massive transformation possible has done my favorite part, which is stop limitations conducting ventures not only to companies, but governments, and that's indeed what will really change the world.